What is this I'm hearing about a PlayStation Portable sequel? Come on, guys. It must be dry as hell out here for you guys to just be making up news. Anyway, this is the Gaming Pulpit, and we're going to get right into this, actually. Courtesy of Royal Flush Gaming, we had a podcast along with King Thrash Gaming, but this one is on the Roundtable channel here. So anyway, Royal Flush Gaming actually mentions, he makes a really good point. There was a lot of speculation about a PlayStation Portable sequel, and that Sony may be actually making another one, despite the fact that the PlayStation Vita only sold about 10 to 12 million worldwide in 5 years. Here's the thing, right? Fucking ridiculous. I was going to report this. Not like I'm not going to lie to you and stuff like that. But I'm a small YouTube channel. You can't be like IGN or, you know what I mean, or Game Informer or something like that. It's a big public, a big YouTube channel talking about some news that you didn't quite verify. Sony is actually making, Sony makes more than just game consoles. If you don't know, they make TVs, they make headphones, they make radios. They make movies, they make music, they are a financial institution, and they also make toys. This particular toy in general, let me see what the name is. I probably want to butcher the hell out this name. It's Toyo. So it's T-O-I-O. It's a Japanese device. It's like, almost like, think of it like Legos or Minecraft in reality. So there's a whole compilation of little pieces of devices. There's these little cubes that are motorized, and you can control it with this fucking big ass Cheerio. It looks like. You guys look it up on YouTube. It's Toyo, and there was some speculation about a patent that Sony put out there. That was a game cartridge holder of some sort. Oh my God, man, it's like, I thought about it, and it was such a weird. It's not that not only did the Vita fucking failed, the PlayStation Portable technically failed, even though it sold 80 million. I just, and the handhelds really, even the 3DS was even struggling. The only way to, the only reason why handhelds were, reinvigorated was fucking the Switch. It was a fucking handheld console hybrid, and it had one of the most hyped games of the generation, which was Zelda. So that was, you couldn't get anywhere else. So that was the biggest reason why that console hybrid was successful. I mean, I don't expect a small YouTube channel to, get type of shit like this right, because you know what I mean. You don't have access to these particular news, and I know it was really, really hyped, to find this patent and kind of figure out, but there was no research done, not one little piece of research done. Running around like this dude right here, no, running around with this patent stating that it was that this was Sony's new handheld without any other, like, a cartridge. That should have been a dead giveaway for a lot of people. It was fun. It was so weird. I was like, a cartridge? Why not a fucking memory card? You know what I mean? Or some sort of, memory card, whatever, memory stick, whatever the fuck you call them shits. The same shit you put in the 3DS and Switch and stuff like that. And it was like, and the way that it looked, it was too clunky to be a handheld anyway. Cartridges, that verbiage is usually used for toys, actually. And that's what it is in Japan. It's a fucking toy. It's a toy. It's a toy. Point blank period. It is not a fucking new handheld. Sony, most likely, 90% sure it is, will not venture out into the handheld arena again. Too expensive, It damaged the brand of PlayStation was something that's unsuccessful, and I don't think they want to be tied to anything unsuccessful. Point blank, period. I'm also hearing, which is kind of ridiculous, that Red Dead Redemption 2 multiplayer is really a reskinned Grand Theft Auto 5. Surprise. Surprise. I knew that shit. You know what I mean? When I started playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'm like, this feels like Grand Theft Auto. This is very reminiscent of Grand Theft Auto. The difference here is tone and vehicles. You know, it's a more serious tone. It's not over the top. It has slower pacing. You know, you have horses instead of vehicles. But for the most part, you customize things just like any other fucking Rockstar game. And I kind of knew this shit. What's more alarming is that it looks like they're doing that whole, like, you know, microtransaction shit. We all knew it was going to happen, and I feel like it's going to be excused because it's a Rockstar game. A lot of the practices, honestly, that Rockstar did in the past and with their games, I mean, I was totally against the new, and I get it. They made a lot of money. One of the best-selling games of all time. And a lot of the shit that they complain about EA, you know, about microtransactions are going to be implemented in this game. I'm hearing reports of a fishing rod being $10 fucking dollars. You know how hard it is to get, $100. You know how hard it is to get items, stuff like that if you played the game. And Red Dead Redemption. You know it's difficult. So I'm hearing that it's lacking in content, so they just released that shit, and it's whatever. Now, here's the thing. Even with that being said, about the content, you know, about the content being light, I mean, it's a big game. It's a huge game, and it doesn't necessarily need the multiplayer element. But of course, Rockstar is they're banking on the multiplayer and people buying these microtransactions. And I don't really think it's fair either that people paid $100 to get access to this fucking baby ass content. It really is fucking baby ass content, to be honest with you. Very bare bones, and I guess it's fun to, I'll probably get to play multiplayer, whatever the case is. I'm hearing frame rate issues as well. Can't go into large areas without that shit dipping, you know what I mean? And of course everyone's gonna say it's beta. Not when you were creating this game or you were building this game for fucking 10 years. Some shit should work. And I don't even understand why it's even in beta when you had 10 years to make a fucking game. You know, they're doing the same shit that they did in Grand Theft Auto, and I'm not really liking it. But of course, you're going to get the people that are like, it's a Rockstar game, it's the best game of all time. It's different with Rockstar because we had a full-fledged, you know, content. The multiplayer in this particular case is tacked on, so I'm like, ugh, whatever. I mean, it's so draining to even talk about shit like this because, like, you know, in the gaming industry, people are just going to justify whatever they like. It's been going on forever. You know, Xbox, you know, 360, they had multiplayer. You had to pay for that bitch. You know what I mean? People justify it because it was a unified experience, which no one really should be playing for multiplayer at all. Now it's the gold standard. You know what I'm saying? DLC in general, because they created one of their favorite games. It's you know, it's condoned. It's a shame. It really is a shame. It's, you know, it's difficult to fuck with people in general, because everyone's opinions and things of that nature. And, you know, hopefully in the future you realize that you really shouldn't be condoning things like that, regardless of who it is. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you liked about the video, what you disliked about the video, and if you liked it, a sub would be greatly appreciated.